Screw that up. Hey me, just don't mind me, I'm just trying to get ready to start setting up Wonder Woman on the base. Started. Hey, Raz. Just trying to line this up. Trying to see the best position this can work. I think that'll be it right there. That might work. Alright, let's give this a shot. Hey Jacob, how you been? Busy week for me, as always, which is good. Nice weather until today. Got cold as shit today. So what I'm doing right now is just trying to glue pieces together and get a basic support system going. And then I can chisel and chop later. Yeah, hit me up with an email. You can send it if you want. It just not gonna get to it right away. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to finish up a couple items, and then I need a good warm day to clean out the garage. 'Cause I got some big repairs coming, and then once those repairs are done, I can start pulling out all these customs and kind of be a little bit more organized. Yeah, tomorrow will be good. Tomorrow's kind of a personal day anyway, so I'll be just doing some odds and ends and personal stuff. Yeah, take your time. You don't need to rush it. I don't need to get it right away. You're in line. It's gonna get worked on, so it's not the end of the world. That's it. Okay, start. Next step will be this. You can send the email tomorrow, and then I'll that's why I have it on Sunday. I got a couple other people that are waiting for replies, so I do what I can. Things should be good just like this. Alright. So what I did is we got the hollow brass rod here set up, and then she kind of hits this over here, so it's a good starting point. Now, glue like that is never really going to support it. If I put it on there, it'll kind of crack out. So what we'll do is we'll mix up some Magic Sculpt and throw it around. Let it cure up a bit. Because then what I can do is we can like throw the skulls and some rocks and dirt and make it look like a mound of just weird crap, like here or something. And we'll use the freeform air for that because I have a lot left and it's been a long time and I probably should start using it up. So the way I usually do this is, once this rod is secured, like this has to be secured with a Magic Sculpt around it. Like really secured, because if you just use glue, and even by tomorrow, if I try to put her in there with just the glue, that glue will crack. But if you put Magic Sculpt around it, then I'll have a better support where it won't wobble. And then I can start creating a key around here. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to take out that rod and that foot or just cut it off and keep the square piece. I got to figure that out yet. Let's just get her secured for now. So we're going to mix up some Magic Sculpt. Get this sort of... Now ideally I probably should have like drilled some holes around here, but I could go back and do that later, just to kind of make it bond a little bit better than a flat base. Jacob, how is the foot doing anyway? Doing better with that? You on pain pills? What's going on? Seems like a couple people I know are kind of out of commission due to either arm, leg, or ankle stuff. Must be something in the water. Alright, these gloves aren't like water. Alright, I'm going to go in the garage real quick, just Dremel some holes. You'll see when I come back in a second. Alright. Hey Dario, you're talking about the Aves and Magic Sculpt I use? I use glue to attach stuff, and then I use A and B, epoxies to sculpt. So, I put some glue here, here, and I use glue in here. This ice gel, this stuff is amazing. It's like super glue, but it's a gel, and it doesn't bleed all over the place. And then I have my magic sculpt, and then what I use with my magic sculpt is I'll secure the piece up. Now I put some of these holes here because this is just on a flat surface, but if you could get something like to grab into it, it'll bond a little bit better. So we're just going to put this around this rod and secure it. I'm not worried about if the foot is perfectly, like flat against Magic Sculpt yet. I just want the rod to be secured. So it's better to secure your rod first and then detail it. Yeah, no problem with the English and stuff. Ask your questions and I'll try my best to answer it. So now that I got that in there, when that cures, I won't have to worry about the rod bending or warping. Okay, so now on this section, what we do is we take some of the Magic Sculpt and we just kind of squeeze it in these areas. Like, this area might be chopped down, but for right now we just want to secure it. It's kind of like building an armature. So what we'll do is we'll kind of throw it around the edge. And then what I might do is during the week, if I sculpt stuff and I have extra A's, I can slap it on here and kind of bond it better for next week when we try to get her a little bit more even into the base. I could do it all in one day, but it's a little bit risky. Because if you're moving her and you're not careful, you knock this and it'll hit the glue and it all comes off. So the goal is to try to secure it now, so this way when you hit it later, it's not moving anywhere. And probably what I'll do during the week is, if I have time, I'll like Dremel a bunch of holes in here, like I did there. So this way when we start sculpting onto it, it bonds to this base better. I don't know if you guys ever took like pottery class or anything like in high school, middle school. If you ever like if you're sculpting with clay, you're supposed to like, so if you have a glob of clay here and a glob of clay here and you want to merge them together, you're supposed to like score them. You're supposed to like kind of like score like this stuff. And then from there, you're supposed to attach the clays together so they kind of bond. It's like one of those old things I kind of always have in the back of my head. So even tonight, if I have some extra A's, I can slap it around here and stuff like that. But we can test it one more time just to be on the safe side, to make sure that this is lining up still. And she goes in pretty well, and it's lined up. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully by next week, I'll have Dremel holes, and then we can start trying to create like a better key here, create a better footrest here, and then we can start like seeing if we want to do a little bit more with the skulls type thing. Stuff like that. Now, one of the other ideas I had is I do have just for the hell of it, I still have a couple of these flame things left. I was thinking if we put the skulls on here, I can cut some of these flames out and glue the flames in the areas and then paint the flames black, like it's kind of like black flames on the skull heads. So I was thinking I might as well utilize some of these last pieces. You know, like if we put this here, we can have like a little flame coming up around it, like they just been burnt and it's a black flame. So I was thinking, you know, we can see if I could utilize some of this stuff before instead of throwing it out. So that's kind of an idea. Nothing crazy, just some like subtle black flames just kind of on the skulls. So that's a start to the base. So we're just gonna let this cure up and not bother with it. Now, on to some of her stuff. Okay, so I was hoping that my magnets would have cured up today, but they didn't. So anyway, I dremelled out the hole in here and I took out this magnet, and I dremelled out here in her arm and I put a rod. So the idea is we're going to create a removable arm with a magnet. So I have this metal rod piece here, right? I was hoping this was going to be cured up by today, but I didn't. What happened? Why is it not? There we go. So then we have magnets, right? So I'm going to put some Magic Sculpt or A's around this probably later on today. Let that cure, and then next week what we do is we'll put some A's in here, and then we'll squeeze on her arm, and we'll let it sit, and then I'll be able to have a removable arm with a better magnet rod. Did clean up the axe a bit more, but I did do some tests, and that magnet wasn't going to hold this at all. It was never going to hold it. So I did actually grind down the key a little bit too. So it's going to be set up a little bit different, but it should work out better. So I think once we get this arm in here, I can start working on the axe, because I think we're gonna attach the axe to her hand, so it's gonna be attached. We'll figure that out too. Dario, what do you mean by I-mans? I don't know what that is. And I did sand up the Shin Guard. I am going to order some mold. So next week we'll make a mold copy of this, and then we'll make a resin copy the following week, or I'll have the mold ready for a resin copy. I don't know, it's up to you guys. Do you want it? It's really, I won't be able to mix the mold on camera because I got to do it in the garage, so maybe I'll just have the mold ready and we can make a resin copy. But so this is the way the Shin Guard will be on this one. So once we get these two copies done and they're sanded down, I'll have to set it up for each side because I still got to do the piece at the bottom. But you can see how the Shin Guard will look on her. I think it looks pretty cool. I think it turned out really, really good looking. And then this one will go like that. So what I'll have to do is I'm going to have to make some lines here and sort of dremel down the shin a bit and kind of create this to go in better. So what we'll do is try to create the piece for each one at the bottom, make them removable, paint them, and then glue them in at the end. Oh, magnets, yes. I ordered them on eBay. If you want, you order them on eBay. N52 magnets. On eBay, you can order all kinds. You know, you can get small ones, you can get larger ones. I get all kinds of sizes, and you can get bigger ones too. You know, you can get like really big, powerful ones. You know, I got all kinds. I don't buy Magic Craft ones. I don't buy these. These are just stuff I bought when I first started buying magnets. But if you just order them on eBay, N52, they'll be nice and strong, and you can get any size you want. You could buy 20, you could buy 30, you could buy 100, you could buy 10. Buy whatever you need to buy. Like real quick, just N52, N52 magnets on eBay. You don't want 50, N50, because 50s are a little bit weaker, and 40 and 42s, they're really weak. You want 52, those are the strong ones. So stick with those. Okay, so we're gonna start on her belt, but everything else is looking good. This off here so I don't screw this up. Okay, so let's start planning out her belt. So her waist and the belt, this is where the other belt was. Normally what I like to do is kind of follow what they had. Yeah, new pencil, it's all caked up. Alright, so I give her a fairly decent sized belt because I might bring her outfit. Let's draw the belt first. So we'll use this line on her outfit as the point. Something like this. Hey Chris, how are you? I'm doing good. Busy week, getting work done. Can't complain too much. Alright, so that's too low. It needs to go higher. So I'm thinking we'll bring it up here. Right about there. Chris, I saw you were doing digital stuff again. Kind of all over the place, aren't you? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were giving up the digital or... I don't know, it just seems every time I see your Instagram it's something different, which is fine. Just kind of curious. Okay, we're starting to... Yeah, no, I'm enjoying seeing what you're doing. You didn't put up the prints yet, did you? For the Zodiac stuff? Wasn't sure if you did or not yet. Alright, we're getting this close now. Before I go any further, let's mix up some Aves so it's a little bit tougher by the time I roll out. Cool. I will keep an eye out for it. Been kind of waiting for those. Did you oh shoot, oops. Did you do the cancer one yet? I don't remember if you did. I've been kind of out of the loop on some things. So much going on. Cool. I will definitely look for it. Are they going to be a certain size? Because I got to figure out where the hell I'll put them though. That's my problem. I'm running out of wall real estate. Yeah, that's actually perfect. I was thinking of that would actually go well in my kitchen. I probably have some good spots for that. That works. That works good. Yeah, cards is actually not a bad idea. Hey Iceman, how you been? Yeah, Iceman, I might actually hit you up next year. I'm getting there's a custom statue. Well, it's a kit I'm getting, but I want to convert it into another character. There's something that she wears on her back that is part of the X-Men symbol stuff, and I don't know if I'll be able to create it, so I might hit you up and commission you to sculpt it for me. And then I can have my friend print it out, and I can just like attach it to her back. That's if I go with the project, so I might hit you up down the line. That's way next year. Alright, so this is mixed up. We'll just let that cure for a bit. And keep plugging away on this belt. Yeah, Iceman, that's how they make their money. Never anything positive, always doom and gloom. I think that guy on the back of her belt, yeah, it's pretty, just kind of goes down in the back. Alright, so usually, if you put A's down, you really can't ever tell where you're cutting. So what I like to do is I like to bring the lines down. This way it helps me know where to start the cuts. So this way when you lay over the A's, you can get a guide of where to cut it. Now she also has these, she has like a stripe of white here, which comes from that piece. So that would be like, that white piece would come here, and this white piece would be like here. And then she has the white on her booties. I think we're going to stylize it a bit. I don't think we're going to go all the way down. We bring the white like right there. Same thing with this part. And then what I'm thinking is we take the white here and we bring it like there. Same thing with this here. Just go in there with like a paintbrush and just do a little bit of white trim, yeah, like that. I think we'll kind of go that route. Actually, let's do a little bit higher. Let's just bring it right here. So this way I don't have to worry about this side much. So this way it goes like that. I think that works. Hey Wells. Alright, so if we straight up, we're looking good. Yeah, Chris, I think this one will be fun. You might like the way I paint this one up. Try the modding effect. Might be something you might want to try. It's kind of more like the zombie look without going like bloody. I haven't done the modding in a while, but I think it's gonna be tedious though. Long stream of just modding her skin. Molting or modding or whatever the hell they call it. So this is cleared there. About there, just got to go up a little bit more. Anything good, Wells? I took advantage of the other day to prime. It was so nice out. It was like 60 degrees. I was just in the garage all day just working on stuff. And then all of a sudden today it's back down to like 35 and chilly. Sucks. That sounds good. Birdman? Is it Harvey Birdman at law or just Birdman? Yeah, I went for a nice long walk yesterday. Got a lot of work done. I mean, today it's back down to whether I don't want to be outside. Should print out a second one and give him a suit. We could probably do some washes on it, some dry brushing, that might work. But anyone who's just came into the stream, I just wanted to show you the Shin Guards again. So I really like the way they came out. Well, one came out for right now. Still a little bit of fitting on each leg. So I think I'm going to, like I said before, I'm going to order some mold probably tomorrow. I'm going to make the mold during the week, and then next week we can make a casting of it. And then try to fit each one on each side. I like the texture. I think the texture worked out pretty good with the sides. Just fitting in on this one's going to be a little tricky. Alright. So I'm going to go and roll this out. Be right back. Just realized before I, well, this is pretty straightforward. So I rolled this out fairly thick. I think it's better to have it thick and sand it down than too thin and run into an issue. Actually, sometimes you get away doing this a little older. It's a little bit longer. Figure out. See something here. All right. See if we get lucky on the first try. If not, I'll have to try and roll it out again. Normally I don't do it this way, but I think it might be a little bit better. Experiment. Spilt that. Alright, like I said, I normally don't do it this way, but seems to be doing okay so far. Now, one of the reasons why I went on super thick is because if you try to do it thin over laying over these bumpy lines, it creates an issue, especially when trying to smooth it. So I always like to kind of go thicker and just take my time sanding it down. And that's the beauty of these dentist tools. Nice and sharp, flat edges to make life easier. Alright, we're going to let this toughen up a bit before we try to do that line in the center. So what I think I'm going to do, well, I want to add something here. Let's kind of wait a bit before I try and do that. So we got some A's and we got some time. So like I said, I'm going to let this set up. So since we got some A's, let's burn it on this kit here. But I also want to add the top of this axe. So the top of our axe has like a little thing up top. So we'll put some A's in here. I was gonna put a screw or a bolt up top, or you know, like a nail. I didn't have anything that looked good. Now any defects on here, any scratches, I'm just gonna leave. I think once I paint it up, like these little notches in here and scratches and stuff, I'll add some more. I think it'll look cool when I paint it up and keep all that, like it's got a worn effect to it. Make it a little bit bigger. I'm thinking make it look like it was hammered on. Do I have anything? Little tiny little weird texture on there. That'll work. And then I want to add a part on the axe here. I'll probably shape this up a little bit more once it's cured. But I was trying to do a little something here. So I think our handle hit this part right here. Yeah, so I'll sand that down. Once we get it on her hand, we'll create something on here. And I also got to do the symbols. She has the symbol on her axe, I think, if I'm not mistaken. come up with something on that. So I gotta put this somewhere where it doesn't get screwed up. That's not gonna work. Okay. Get back on the Wonder Woman in a bit. For now, let's work on her. So what I'll do is a little bit here. This section will come up over here, and then we'll do a big swoop over here. So let's... This hand is going to probably get hidden anyway, so I'm not worried about seeing the hand. So let's just cover it all. I think maybe I'll try and finish up this hair sooner than later. Damn, I can't even touch the damn camera bar in the winter. So I think I'm going to really bring the hair to in here around the arm as well, because this side's kind of heavy. Yeah, so I'm not... Yeah, these fingers are going to be in the way, so I'm snapping these off. Doesn't matter. Yeah, we're going to give her a lot of crazy hair, so this kind of goes back like, we'll do this. Something like that. it dripped too much on her leg. It's all over my hand. The primer. Oh well. Hey Yuma, how's it going? Yeah, I figured as much. They put it up for order now, so it's probably not going to definitely come out till later on next year. So that kind of sucks, but that's just the nature of these items. It looks good though. Definitely came out good. Thought about just getting one for myself, but it's not in the budget and plans. I like the black dress the best. The black dress really, really looks good. The prototype for the white one was better than the final. I don't like all the pink in it. Yeah, that could work. Man, she's gonna have a lot of hair by the time I'm done. I think I'm gonna really build up the front too. I'm just waiting for the A's to cure up a bit before I get back onto Wonder Woman's lines. But I'm gonna be doing a lot of paint work pretty soon on items. So I'm thinking, since I had some A's here, try and get this ready for paint. Just get it done. So all I have to really do is the hair, and then that's it. So I might as well just keep trying to finish it up. I might paint her up on, like, you know, when I start doing some paint work, I'll probably do a little Picardo stuff. And I might just add her into the Picardo streams. This way I can play the music and be more relaxed when painting. Yeah, so I'm gonna give her a lot of hair around the arm. Gonna really put a lot of hair around this arm, like she's flipping it, and then one little strand coming up around this hand. And I think that'll be good enough for this. It's a good filler item, good thing to kind of mess around with. Once I finish up a couple items, I'll probably maybe do a month of kit building. Try to just sit there and paint and bang out a couple kits, get them done for people. And if I can have these items with paint ready to go, just gets more shit done. I think it's weird when it comes to painting. I need to be like in the zone with good music. It's kind of hard to do paint work with this kind of music that you're only allowed to do on YouTube. Painting seems I gotta be in the zone. I'm not really putting a lot of thought into this one. This one's kind of like autopilot. I'm just kind of doing it. Not really trying to copy the artwork too much of her. I just figure some crazy thick hair, wavy lines, paint her up in those colors, and get her out the door. Maybe somebody will enjoy her when she's all done. Though I gotta clean her up though, she's really a mess right now. My headgear is on. I just don't have the camera hitting it right now. You can probably hear it squeak. This one. It's kind of falling apart. I actually picked up 2 more off of eBay because and this thing was sliding in and out, so I put duct tape on it. So I gotta switch over to another one. I bought 2 more off eBay because I have a habit of dropping this, and I have a habit of when I find something I love, they discontinue it. So I bought 2 more on eBay and I put them in storage. I am sick and tired of finding something I absolutely love, whether it's for a pair of sneakers, clothes, a tool, and then like I find out I need to go get another one and it's gone. So I have a habit now of buying like doubles of something I love. I mean, there's a lot of headgears out there, but the reason why I like this one the best is the magnifying glass. You know, there's nothing in your way here, you know, it's just one continuous thing. You know, I've tried headgears at the Jersey Fest show where you have like a little circle piece in here like eyeglasses, and it's like, I feel that thing in the center gets in your way. That's why I like this thing better. Just personal preference, really. I mean, I know other people love the other headgears, but this one I like because of that. And it's cool, you can double it up, you can switch the different pieces, because they come with, I mean, here, they come with a kit of all different pieces. Like this one broke, was it this one? No, not this one. You know, they got different grades. This one broke on me, see? That's why I brought it, because this one snapped on me. But you got different ones for, you could click, and you can even double them up too. They have 2 slots, you can double it up. So that's why I like this one the best. I don't use the LED because I don't need it. I got enough light in here. I don't need the LED on. But it's got an LDE, so. I've seen a couple of those. I didn't go for that. I just saw this one and I liked it, and I said, let me just try this one because it was fairly cheap. And I really enjoy it. It's not like one of these ones where like, I don't like this, I don't like that. It just works for me. And what I'll do is I'll probably pop out a new one because this one's falling apart, and then I'll find another one on eBay to buy because I figure I would like to have two as a backup as all times. The Poison Ivy? I'm working on her. She's a personal item to sell off. I've been working on her late nights and on Saturdays, along with some personal customs. Trying something different with it, which I think you might enjoy seeing. Kind of was one of those items too where I had extra Aves at night. I would do a little thing here and there on it as well. There's only so much I can do, you know. I can't sit there and the thing with the Poison Ivy is I'm not going to do it on stream or on Picardo. I'm just going to do it and put it out there. Just kind of like a surprise item. Just something out of the random blue. But when done, if any of the Patreons are interested in it, they can have a first crack at it. Otherwise, I'll just probably put it up on eBay or something. And then my Miss Marvel I was working on for myself came to a dead halt because every time I ordered the clear burst stuff for the base, they kept sending me different versions of it. And they won't reply to me, so I gotta find somebody else to order from. Like, I'll show you real quick. I actually find it pretty funny. So, you would think that ordering from a company one week and then ordering it a different week would send you the correct piece. But no, not my luck. So there was a YouTuber that was selling these pieces on eBay. I mean, not on YouTube, on eBay. There was an eBay that was selling these. So I ordered these two, and I liked them. So I was like, you know what? I want 2 more for the base. So I ordered 2 more from the same person. They sent me this version. I was like, that doesn't make any sense, you know? So I said, alright, let me order 2 more. And then they sent me this version. So now, all of them are different. And I need 4 of the same. So now I have 6 that are different. And I actually liked the super clear version yellow now. So I'm going to have to find a different person selling these and order 4, and hopefully all 4 are the same. So this is my luck. Wells, I buy paintbrushes. Sorry, pulling off the sweater, it's getting hot in here. Most of my tools are for sculpting are paintbrushes. So I buy all these paintbrushes for my sculpting. They get destroyed after 1 or 2, 3 statues. But any of these tools here, you can buy all these off of eBay. You know, dentist tools. So call it. You can find, you know, dentist tools that look like these. You can buy the high-end dentist tools. I use these high-end ones. They're like $30 a tool. This was my go-to tool for like 12 years now. But this one has become the sculpting tool, but it's been sort of bending a little bit. So I opened up a fresh new one for masking and stuff. I gotta buy more of these because this is my best tool I've ever used. But yeah, you can, you know, you can pick up all kinds of tools. You can get anything you want. I got all kinds of tools here and there. But most of the stuff I use is paintbrushes. So I kind of sculpt with the paintbrush. You know, the one dentist I used to use about before I moved North Jersey when I was south. I mean, when I was North Jersey before I moved south, there was a really cool dentist. He was a young dude. I would ask him for any old dentist tools, and I told him I'm not using it to put in my teeth. I just need it for sculpting. And what he would do is he would take a bunch of old ones he hated. He would put it through that power wash they do for sterilizing it, and he used to give me a couple tools. The guy I go to now will not give me any used tools. He says he's you know, for legal issues he can't do that, but he'll let me order through his catalog though. But I'm like, well, I can just order them online. I was just kind of looking for some cheap old tools. But yeah, some dentists actually will give you the old tools, but some feel that they're too worried about getting sued, or you know, somebody's gonna cut themselves and you're like gonna get like some disease or something. So he won't do that for me. When I was a kid, when I was like young, I'm talking like, you know, 5 years old, had this really old school dentist guy. he used to put all the old mirrors and dentist tools in a box, and when you leave, he would let you take a tool. So he would let like a 5-year-old kid walk out of the dentist tool with one of these. You know, that was back in the day. You know, people didn't care about stupid stuff back then, but now, forget it. They won't do that. My brother would take the mirror. I would be walking out of the dentist tool with like a scraper and stuff, and my mother wouldn't even think twice, you know. Yeah, I just don't think dentists want to risk it anymore these days. They rather just throw it in the trash or recycling, or I think the companies now too, they probably like, we'll take your old tools back and you know, you can order new ones at a discount or something. But I find that you could just go on eBay and you can get the same tool from the dentist if you order through him, cheaper price. And there's a couple dentist sites too you can actually order from. Some require you to be a dentist with a license, and other places are just like, no, you can order from us direct. They don't care. So there's plenty of places out there to get them. It's just that there's millions of them, so you don't know exactly which you want or need. That's another problem. I find that this tool I use here, this is the angle version, but then there's the same number, but it's the non-angle version. So you gotta finding the angle one's a pain in the ass. I don't like buying the bulk packs on eBay, because they have a lot of like scraper tools in there that just are useless to me. I like the flat things like this, you know, that's got like a straight edge. I guess these are called flat or spackles. You know, it's got a nice thin edge, it's flat, and then you have it on this angle. So you can get ones that are big and wide and small. I like using these, if anything. I mean, I was I think it was like 4 years ago, I had all these crazy tools, all these dentist tools, and I had all this stuff, and it was like, why do I have this crap? I don't use it. It just collects dust, you know? So I gave some to my friend, and I kind of threw a lot of it away. It was just old junk I got off of eBay. Hey, what's up, Raphael? You know, over the years, I never really thought much of it, but when I would talk to sculptors, or I would listen to guys at like Wonderfest or Jersey Fest, they'd always say that they would have a tool, and it would be their go-to tool for everything, and they would have all these other tools they hardly use. And I was like, why would you do that? And then after so many times, I realized they're right. You just have that one tool or two tools you love. Kind of like why I like the paintbrushes. I go through a lot of them, but I like them. There must be a supply shortage because I actually tried to order some more of these because I have the number. And the one place I ordered from says they're not going to get them in stock till April. I was like, really, April? And I can't find it anymore, so I'm pretty sure there's got to be a stock or a shortage issue somewhere. Alright, I gotta do some major cleaning on her before I finish up the hair. Especially, I screwed up the legs. Yeah, you might as well open it up and see what type of stuff you got, whether you need to keep it or get rid of it. Felt good to throw away all those tools that one time. I was just like, they're just collecting dust. They're useless. Or I sold them at Jersey Fest at my friend's table. I forgot what I did. Yeah, I think this one's gonna look good. I'm going to give her a lot of hair coming up on this arm around here. Like she's really got a flow of hair. And then we'll just put a little swoop here. And a little bit more hair over here too. I want to make it look like there's a lot of hair in front, like in this picture. Like she's got a lot of hair over here. So yeah, a lot of that hand is going to be all hidden in there. So I got a lot more to go. But I think once I get that done, we can start painting her up. And I don't think the hair is screwing her. Well, it's kind of, I think if I put some more hair here, it should be pretty good. Unless I put a magnet or something in this foot. It's sort of lifting her back a little bit. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out some way. Alright, let's see how Wonder Woman is doing now. Alright. Make sure this isn't bent. One of the things I've noticed too with the dentist tool, the higher end ones, I noticed that if I get Aves caked up on them, like, you know, Aves is caked up, if I use my X-Acto blade, it seems to come off better than the cheaper ones, because the cheaper ones you just kind of cut into the metal. The dentist high-end ones that are like $30 or two are I guess they're kind of like a stronger, like platinum steel or something. So you really don't scrape up the metal that much. So you can kind of just scrape any residue off pretty well. The cheaper ones on eBay, you like cut the metal off right away. That's another good thing about these tools. Yeah, I tend not to use the sandpaper too much, only because the rocks might rip into it. I find that just it's kind of like just scraping it off. I'm not digging like the sharpness into it. I'm just kind of like lightly pulling off the eaves, and it comes right off. If you use sandpaper, you're using rocks and you're kind of grinding it down, and then what happens is the eaves sort of like starts getting stuck into those grooves and it doesn't come out as much. Sounds weird, but that's what I've noticed with the dentist tools. Now this is this is a cheap tool. You buy this at like the Jersey Fest show. And like the metal like kind of really cuts up when you hit it with the X-Acto blade. It's like a softer metal. I try to keep them clean though after each session. I try to, you know, keep everything off of there. But it doesn't always, you don't always remember, you know. Alright, so let's try and create these lines. So instead of, let's make sure we're nice and even. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to buy some more of these because this one's starting to show its age. Trying to give myself a good starting point before I jam the tools into it. Yeah, I'm going to, when that site gets this back in stock, I'm going to order like probably 4 of them. Even though they're like $35 a piece. Figure what the hell, I use them all the time anyway. You know, it's such a good angle, you know, so I could get in there with this angle, then I could turn this one and get in there with that angle. That's why I like this tool so much. And the funny thing is, I didn't buy this. The guy that I was going to the dentist, the young dude, this was brand new in the package, and he says, "I hate this tool, take it." I said, "You sure?" He says, "Yeah, I hate using this tool." And then ever since then, I've been using it. So I've had this tool, this one I've had since 2004, I think. I think I had this one since 2004. Yeah, I've tried some plastic ones too. They have them on eBay. I tried a couple of them, but I found that the Aves bonded to, like, for what I do, a lot of this Aves work, I've seen the Aves kind of bonded to the plastic faster than the resin. I mean the metal. And it was just, they got too much of a gunked up on me too fast. Alright, I think we got a good starting point of the line. Alright, so let's start digging. I'm gonna have to dig deep in this one because I gotta sand it down. So I'm gonna really get this down in there deep. I know a lot of guys in the hobby, the sculptors like Mark Van Tine, they said that they actually make their own tools all the time. So they get like a lot of like brass and square and circle, and what they'll do is they'll grind and make their own tools. Which is not a bad idea, especially if you're gonna go like really crazy detailed stuff. Gotta use this side, this one's good. I love the design of this Wonder Woman belt. This is like the Terry Dodson type look. And I always liked this version of her belt. The new stuff from the movie and all that crazy stuff around it, I'm not a fan. Like you see, I made a little bit of a mark extra over here. I could always go in there with like the putty later and clean that up after I sand it down. But yeah, I went a lot deeper now, so this way when I sand it, I won't get to a point where I screw up and it's like flat surface. So I really want to make sure I cut into this deep. Looking pretty good. Alright. I'm going to mix up a little A's. We're going to come up with something on the back here. We'll get this magnet set up too. And then next time we can try to start planning this and do the line work here. For only working on this Wonder Woman on Friday, she's going pretty fast. Shockingly. I didn't think she'd go this fast considering all the other stuff I've been working on. But we're not going too complex with it, so... It's going to be a month of probably just painting Wonder Woman and Giganta. Alright, so let's figure out what we can do here. I'm trying to think, do we think we'll let's come across like here maybe? And put something there. Here. Let's go smaller. It won't be painted metal, but there'll be something here. So it doesn't look like it comes all the way down. A lace would kind of work, but it would look weird. Like, how would you, you know, like, I can't really kind of think about how it would kind of connect. So I'm just thinking of sort of following a piece there. I'm just trying to see something a little bit different in a sense. Let's toy with it at the moment. Unless I don't do anything at all. I don't know. Let's see what. What if cut it here? Maybe that'll look better. Not really gonna see the back, but let's try. I'm trying to think. How about not laces, but what about let's try something like this. I got an idea. Well, something like that. Trying to think of a little. So it's kind of like a stretch fabric type thing. Not really going to see it much anyway, but yeah, I kind of think that's pretty simple. Not 100% perfect, but yeah, I think that works. I'll sand it up a little bit, and then, you know, whatever. This is all going to be painted leather, so I could add a little like shininess to that to make it look like it's spandex. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're, I mean, if anything, it's a corset, you know. It's bound to not really stay up there. That's probably why the armor is around here, so this way it doesn't come off. So, now that that's on there, we should do the magnet part. Okay. So, let's get this piece on. Okay. So here's this hollow piece, right? And then we have the magnets connect. I did the magic sculpt on it earlier today, but usually magic sculpt really needs to take an overnight cure. And it broke when I was handling it, so oh well. But this works fine too. You know, maybe what I could do is I could put it on her flaps. If I could try, if I can actually, you know, kind of sculpt it good enough on the flaps. Maybe that's an idea. If I can't get it on the flaps, then I don't know really where I would be able to put it. You know, and the other thing too is if I don't get the flaps right, if I do it on them, it'll look weird. So it's kind of tricky. I'll try. But I was kind of hoping to paint everything up in leather though. Maybe if she had more of a design I can add it somewhere. But I don't think I really can. So that locks all that into place. So then next week I'll have to Dremel out the hollowness in here some. You know, I'll Dremel out this a little bit more. And then what we'll do is we'll put some A's or Magic Sculpt and we'll squeeze this on. We'll hit some tape and we'll let it cure. You mean this part up here? This part here? That's supposed to be metal. You know, I don't mind doing the design on the back there. I don't think it would really look right doing it all over the place on her, you know? I wonder if it's kind of hard to explain it, but the way I want to paint up her outfit is I want to make it look like a black leather, and I want to texture with the sponge, browns and blacks, and I want to really make it look like a leather, black leather. so I don't want to try to add spandex to it. No, I understand. If she had more of, like, different stuff on her outfit, and if this wasn't really all sculpted as it is, maybe I would be able to add it, but I don't think it'll really work too well. I think just on the back, it's just a subtle hit, like just a subtle touch, you know. But and then as I was drumming into here, I noticed that the hand is glued into the bracelet, so I started hitting this resin down there, which is fine. You know, it's good to paint this separate and everything. I think this will look cool once it's all. Let's get her head on. I'm starting to like it a lot. You know, the pose, the anatomy is looking good. Shin Guards are getting there. They're gonna look pretty sweet on there. Yeah, so these flaps are going to be the pain in the ass. They're really going to try my patience, I guess you can say. Yeah, so next week we can do the white line on here. We can do the white lines on the sides. Yeah, because the white line sort of comes over the here. So I'm going to raise it a little bit. It's going to be just a little raised. It's hard to sculpt. The idea would be a great idea to sculpt in the into the resin, but once resin's there, it's a nightmare to scribe. So we're just gonna raise it a bit. I think it'll look fine. A little different. But yeah, other than that, I'm trying to think. We just got to do the flaps. We got to do the line work here. We got to get the hand on here, and we can start doing the base too. And this. So like I said, I'm going to. What I'll do is I'll film the mold, making the mold for a Patreon video. But then when we come back next week, if I do it before Friday, we'll make a resin copy of this on stream. Basically, you just mix the resin like I did for the base, and we pour it into the mold. So what I'll do is I'll show the Patreons on how I create this mold box and do the mold. So that'll be a video for the Patreons. If I order the resin and mold tomorrow, maybe I'll get it by Tuesday or Wednesday, and it probably will, if I would have to do it in a day, it's be kind of stretching it. I don't know, I'll have to figure that one out. Hey, what's up, Terrell? How is everything? Yeah, so if you look at her from behind, you know, it's looking pretty good, you know. So if we do the flaps coming up, so the flaps would have to come up this way with the hair, so they're going to flow up, so we still will see her booty, you know. We don't want to hide the booty on her. But the flaps over here, I think we'll kind of curve them up this way, so we could see a little bit of underneath. So we'll kind of hopefully curve them this way. But yeah, well, if you work full-time for the band, then I guess Friday's good for you. But I work for myself, so weekends and Fridays don't matter anymore. Alright, so this stuff is starting to get harder. But since I have a little extra Aves, kind of just, you know, it kind of locks more stuff into place. Just shove that on there. So the axe is curing up now. We're gonna have this magnetized. We're gonna make a copy of this. We got the base. We're gonna do the skulls with a little bit of fire around the skulls, but we'll paint the fire black. And that's about it for Wonder Woman, right? We just gotta do also the, whatchamacallit, we gotta do the lasso. No, I think the way I'm gonna do the lasso is going to, it's not gonna be as elaborate as Sideshow did it with like it was bending all over the place. I'm gonna make it tighter. It's gonna make it tighter, like she's like, it's got a tautness to it. I have the idea in my head. I'm not gonna do like crazy loop lasso stuff. I'm gonna make it a lot tighter. She's gonna be more like the axe, and it's gonna be tight lasso. It's not going to. I can't put it on the other hand because it's drying right now. Where the hell is the other hand? It should be around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. So I'm thinking, like it's gonna come this way. Kind of listen a little more. So it's gonna come this way, but it's not gonna be like the way Sideshow had it, where it was kind of like looped up. I'm going to sort of have it so it's kind of like just coming in this direction here. And then in this hand, it's only going to be wrapped around very, very lightly. Yeah, so here's some string. Won't be using this string, but you figure I'm going to have the lasso kind of like this, like just kind of maybe around the hair loose. And then in this hand, I'm thinking of only giving her this much like lasso in the hand, you know, something like that. So it'd be like this. And then in this hand, it's going to be tight around her fist. It's going to be like this around her fist with holding the axe. So it's not going to be, you know, like crazy looped up and stuff. I want it shorter, because the other thing too is I have her in my display case, and the lasso like comes up this high, and it's just so friggin' pain in the ass. It's in the case, you know. So we're gonna go looser with it. I mean tighter, not looser. Yeah. So kind of being the hand sort of like that, you know, and then come tight like this. That's the plan. And I just got to find the correct wire, which is like electrical wire. But I got to find the one that's 30. Because there's some electrical wire that doesn't bend, but there's other electrical wire that sort of bends. So I should have it in my arcade stick case that I build my arcade sticks with. I think I got wire in there that'll work. Like I said, I'm not... I think we're pretty much good on the custom idea. I want to focus more on paint with this one. I want to really go all out with the skin and really make her look like that modding zombie look. I want to focus on that. I want to give her that dirty steel look. And I want to give her black leather. I really want to... I think the sculpt and everything's fine. I just think the paint work will bring it together really cool. Yeah, so she'll have the axe there, and it won't take up as much room. The other problem too is the Sideshow lasso. I like what they did where they put the wire in like cloth, but the problem is when you start bending that shit, it just starts getting really warped on you, and then it just looks like hell. So the one I got this from, the person I got this from, they must have really been bending the wire a lot, and it was all just messed up. So... I think that's the plan, you know. Well, I like that idea with the ring. It is possible. The only problem is I don't know if I have a hand that would work. I see what you're saying, and it's not a bad idea. Let me find the hands that my friend printed out. Like I said, I don't mind brainstorming and coming up with ideas with you guys. It's fine. I don't mind it. It's a couple extra steps. Alright, so I do have some hands here that my friend printed out. Alright, so we have a couple of hands here. And it is the correct, this is the right hand. This is the correct right hand. So we could take a poll. Alright, let's see. So I would say this hand is in scale, right? I would say this hand's pretty much maybe a little too small. So you're thinking maybe do a ring burst in this hand, and then just have the lasso on her hip, which could work. It is less idea if I have a hand. Let's see if I have any. I don't know, any guys in chat, what are you guys thinking? I mean, that's kind of the idea about doing this on streams. Do you think go with the lasso in the hands, or do you think going with a fisted hand with a power ring and put the lasso on the hip? I don't know, just, I don't know, anyone that's in chat, speak your mind, give me some feedback. Oh, I got some of these flames too. This might work too. Oh, I forgot about these. Hold on. Yeah, these box of parts are kind of on their last leg. They're all kind of shot to all hell. I got these flames too. Maybe we could put these flames on the base in black. These are from the Jean Grey head. So people are going saying power ring, so I'd have to get this hand printed out bigger. My friend does have the file. I mean, I bought the file, so I could print this hand a little bit bigger. Pop out that hand, put in this hand up there. I mean, I'd have her hand more like this instead of like that. I'd have her more like this. Now, if I do the ring with her, I would see about maybe either getting some clear rods and actually sand them down to a point and glue them into the finger and have like glass rod, like clear rods coming out and not actually show the ring, but just have a burst here, and then paint it like black, like a black tint going to like a darker black here. I'm thinking that because it's very hard to show a ring and a burst on it that small with clear resin. Trust me, it's not as easy as just kind of doing it. But I can burst it. So, you know, we can make a finger, like we can make a fist like this, and I could get clear rods and kind of glue them into like a circle and sort of build up and then paint it and have it black at the bottom but smoky black on top to make it look like a black burst. See what I'm saying? We could do that. Yeah, this is, I'd have to print it out. I don't have any other hands that are in scale. This hand, this is actually the Lady Death hand. So what do you think? A fist is better or a hand like that? Because this is actually in scale. This is actually a Lady Death hand that was from production that I found somebody selling on eBay. Well, I got to see how far I can do it. Alright, no, we're not going LED stuff. We're not, that's... LED, I put that out of the... I'm not doing any of that shit. I know people love LED stuff. I don't like it, and I don't like doing it. Yeah, but see, now I have to find somebody to sculpt the hand, and then the burst, and I have to pay them to do that, and then I have to print it and pay it. So we're kind of running into where I'm putting way more money into this, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of a problem. You know, if this was a commission for somebody and they say, okay, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to go that further, and they're willing to put in the money for the labor, it's different. This is something I'm doing on the side, and before I know it, if I try to sell it to buy something else, I probably might not get a return, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sound cheap or anything like that, it's just kind of the nature of it. I see what you're saying about the, I see what you're saying about leaving the hand as is, but the problem is, the hand won't fit. It doesn't look right. Her hand, that hand is having to hold something. No, I don't mind printing a burst. And I mean, I don't mind printing a hand and then adding a burst to it. Like... It's kind of hard to explain. See if I have the pieces in here. Alright, so a lot of the ideas of what I try to do is to find stuff that you could do on your own without going crazy and expensive. So, say you have a fist, you know, a hand, right? And you have clear rods like this. What you do is you drill a hole into the hand and you add a bunch of clear rods. Like, let's just break this up because this is kind of useless, you know. So you have, you know, bursts coming out and you sand it down and you create bursts like with clear rods. You know, you sand these down and you shape them to points and you kind of glue them in till you get like a crazy burst coming out of it type thing. That's kind of what I was thinking, you know. This is something that anyone can do with some clear rods. Now they do have bursts. They have those figure art bursts on eBay. in clear, and I don't know the scale. I'll look on eBay right now. Like I said, there's many options you can do, but then it gets to the point where how much money and effort do you put into it? You can make it look amazing. You can make it look like a full-blown, you know, sideshow item that's factory painted and it's all designed from scratch, but it gets to a point. Morbius Green Lantern model. Hold on, let me look in a second. Hold on. Kind of checking online. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, if we were in Patreon, I mean not Patreon, Picardo, you'd be able to link stuff. YouTube gets spammed to all hell. Let me look at the Morbius model. Okay, I see what you're. All right, yeah, that something like that could work. All right, let me show you on eBay what I'm thinking. Let me find. Yeah, I'm thinking something like that as well. Alright, so you see that eBay link? You see those bursts? So I'm thinking you get a clear burst like that, right? And sort of chop it up to fit the hand, and you just attach that on top of the fist. That's what I'm thinking. You know, they're not that expensive. They are clear. You could buy a clear one. And basically, you just take that clear piece, you sand it down, you shape it up, you polish it, and you add that to the fist, and you have a burst coming out of her finger. That's what I'm thinking. It's the cheaper way of doing it, and it can still look kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? So if I print a fisted hand, and I get one of those, and then I can add a, I can sand it down, and I can actually add it into the fist area and make it solid, I think that would work. What do you guys think? Something like that? Yeah, yeah, you're right, Wells. There probably is better versions out there. That's just what I found right away. You know what I'm saying? There is other options, but that's what I'm thinking. Just to show you guys that there is a cheaper way of doing it and still make it look cool, you know? If I knew somebody that was willing to, 3D print it and then, do it up in clear resin or even just regular resin and paint it black, that would look kind of cool too. I don't feel her powers need to be clear. You know, it is Black Lantern, so black powers, I would say. So just brainstorming, just kind of thinking up some stuff. I guess Iceman's not in chat. I can ask Iceman to take this hand and add a burst for me. And then what I could do is I could just print it out in the... Just have my friend print it and then paint it black. What do you guys think of that? If I reach out to Iceman and I ask him to add a burst to this hand, and then just put this hand up there with a burst. What do you guys think? And just paint it black. I understand clear resin's the way to go and it always should be clear, but I would rather paint it black and make it look a little like pearlized and shiny. What do you think of that option? I know you guys say you can print 3D resin and clear. I don't know. You know, for a hand like this, I think my friend would just print it out for me because we always do each other favors and stuff. So it's not like he's going to say, oh, it's going to be like, you know, $300. You know, he'll probably be able to just like, I'll print it out for you, and then next time I need something, just hook me up and we help each other out, you know, type stuff. So, alright, so let's try this. I'll reach out to Iceman this weekend. I just got your email, Jacob, and maybe I could do something like that, you know? I'll reach out to Iceman and I'll say, hey, can you just do a quick burst on this finger or something that is something that will be able to print and won't break. That's another thing I gotta be careful of. My friend will be able to print it no problem. So do you guys like this fist in this hand? Like if it's kind of like a little bit, like I said, I'll turn the hand more like that. And then we'll have the burst in it. And then we'll just paint it black. You know, we'll just give it like you said, obsidian black. You know. Maybe if Iceman's willing to do it and I just send him a couple bucks to go have a beer on us, you know, maybe he'd be willing to do that too. So, yeah, I don't like, I like clear resin. We can make a mold, but then like I said, you gotta buy mold and then clear resin, and you need a hot summer day, it's toxic, it's kind of like too much for clear. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Jacob. But you know what it is her hand is this way, so the ring is down here, and you know, and it would look weird. I'd rather just might as well just go ahead and do a fist, and then have the crazy powers coming out. So maybe, like I said, if we, you know, I'll ask Iceman if he's willing to do some crazy burst power, you know, something that is printable, that won't break, that's not super fragile, make it look kind of cool, and then print it out solid and just paint it black. Yeah, I know, Wells, you could paint it out, and you can print in clear, but I think, basically it would just look smoky, you know, it would just look like a clear smoky thing. I'd rather just paint it like black, you know, like add some pearls in there and make it shiny, make it like stand out a little bit more. I don't know, I'm brainstorming, you know, trying to see what we can do. Something that might work out, that's not crazy. And if it fails, we'll all blame Jacob. How about that, guys? Kidding, we won't blame you. Nah, it's fine. I'm just kidding. Like I said, it's you know, I don't want to ask people to do stuff for free because it's not fair. You know, I don't want to say, hey, do this for maybe for free, and then I put this up on eBay or sell it off. I want to be fair to people if I ask them to do anything. But on the other side of the coin is I don't want to, you know, the idea is to try to customize and not go crazy trying to make it like, you know, go overboard. Well, I think my friend in Canada has clear resin. I can ask him if he can print in clear. I'll ask him if he does have clear. If he doesn't, we're just gonna go solid. Like I said, me and my friend in Canada met a John. We do stuff for each other, so we always help each other out. People that I don't know usually, and I don't want to be like, hey, you know, do this for me for free. You know, I want to pay them, but it's like we already got a working relationship going. Yeah, I'm thinking we just go solid because I'm already thinking about how I would paint it in my head, and another thing I can add into it. I have this stuff here, right? Alright, so I'm kind of brainstorming, so we're just kind of show you some stuff here. So, if we use this, right? Alright, so, say we do it in gloss black, right? Nice shiny gloss black, and then I have this stuff here, which is sapphire blue pearl. So if you spray this over to black, you get this kind of pearl look to it, you know? So that's what I'm thinking the power could be. So it would look black solid paint, but you have a little bit of this pearlized like sapphire blue tint to it. So it would look like it's glowing. So it would be a black power, but it has like a glow to it without trying to do clear, you know what I'm saying? So it would actually stand out a little bit more in her hand. So that's what I'm thinking. So you mix these, you know, you have these two together and you create like a power. So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so that's my idea. Like I said, I like clear resin stuff, and I think clear resin works good. But sometimes some clear resin doesn't look as good as I would like it to. And we're only going small, you know, we're only going this small, and we're gonna have like a burst. If it was like a Green Lantern power where it's like a, you know, a construct or something's coming out of it, then I would say, yeah, clear resin's the way to go. But I think just going small, making your eye kind of come up to the hand power a little bit more, you know, it's kind of like that kind of shines more than the flat colors I'm going for here, would kind of maybe pop out a little bit more. Alright, so we're brainstorming, we're coming up with some ideas. It's kind of working in my head a little bit more now. So if we do, I can do the strap, like the leather strap on the side, and we can put a lasso here, a black lasso. Instead of a wire lasso, I can actually use the black rope. So this way, it's just a rope that's here in black. Or I could put the lasso here. Well, if I do the flaps here, they might get it. Yeah, the lasso will probably be good on the right side. Alright, I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna contact Iceman, see if he's willing to do a little bit of a burst for me. We'll buy him lunch or a beer or whatever he's into. If he's willing to do that, and then I'll ask my friend to print it out, and we'll see. Now, printing it's not the problem. It's just it's like creating the burst. You know, it's like I said, I don't like to ask people to do stuff for free. You know, I'd rather pay for people's services because it's only fair. But if Iceman's willing to kind of create a burst real quick, you know, because he works full time too, and I don't want to rush anything. I don't want to say, hey, I need this done by tomorrow. You know, if he's willing to wake up on like, oh, there he is. There's Iceman. All right, Iceman, we got we've been doing a little brainstorming, and you're the only one I can think of that might help us out. So I have a 3D file of this hand, right? And basically what we're thinking of doing is putting the fist in this hand. Unless you have a fist already, but either way I could give it a file. And we do some kind of a burst, like Green Lantern burst coming out of her hand. Nothing crazy elaborate, but just like if it's a ring and we got some kind of a burst. Would you be willing to do that if I pay you, you know, maybe buy you a couple of drinks or something? You know, real simple. And then basically the idea would be, I'll have my friend print this out, and then we'll have the hand here with a burst, like a ring burst coming out of her finger, which would be here. You know, nothing crazy, nothing elaborate, nothing like the burst is going all over the place. Just something coming out of there that wouldn't be too delicate if printed. You know what I'm saying? Something. I'd have to find some examples. Let me look online right now what I'm thinking, and maybe I can link it in chat. Yeah, nothing crazy. Green Lantern first. I don't know. Let me just kind of be. Of course, when I look for examples right now, I'm not seeing anything. Alright, this is kind of cheesy, but something a little bit better than this, you know. Something better than that, but I'm thinking like a burst coming out of the ring area like that. A little bit better. Nothing to a point, but maybe make it a little cool, you know, fairly simple. I'll find better examples. That's just something I found like in 2 seconds of searching. All right. I'll hit you up Sunday. I'll send you the file. You let me know if you know. I'll send you a couple bucks to go out for some beers or something, and then I'll have my friend print it out. Yeah, I'm not thinking like, we'll talk. But what do you guys think? We'll go like that route. A fist. The hand will make a fist. We'll do a burst on it, and then print it out, and we'll put the lasso on our hip. All right, I think that's a game plan. I think that is a game plan. And like I said, for the base, what we'll do, since I'm thinking about the burst there, right? All right. So where did I put those skulls? All right. All right. So how about this? So we're gonna finish telling off the story with the base. So we'll have the skulls on the base, right? And what we'll do is we'll put this fire like around the skulls. Okay, you know, like around like the skulls like this, so it looks like she just burnt down somebody. And then the same colors that I paint the ring, we'll paint the flames too on the base. And so it'll look like she just burnt down some skulls. Yeah, Iceman, just basically what is it? It's got to be the right hand. Yeah, so right here would be, yeah, instead of a green lantern, it's black lantern. So this is where the ring would be, right? And then basically we'll just come up with some bursts. You know, we could come up with something that is not crazy high, that would break, but something that's not small. We could come out with some bursts around here. And, you know, maybe go out like to here, I would say. But then again, we could come up a little bit higher too, you know. I'm thinking not like the power, like the picture I sent you, just coming straight out, but something that's like bursting all over the place. Like it's really just like bursting out of the powers, just coming right out of the hand type thing. You know, I'm sure you can probably something real quick, or if you have some kind of, you know, I don't know, tool in the sculpting where you could kind of just pull out the bursts, you know? So I'm thinking like that. And then, like I said, I'll paint that in the gloss black, then that sapphire blue, and then we'll paint the flames in the same color. So it'll look like these things just got burnt up pretty well. Yeah, Iceman, something very simple, nothing crazy. I'm not looking for anything like crazy circles or any constructs. Just burst out the file from the hand, and that's it. That's what I'm thinking. So, like I said, I don't want anybody to do anything for free. So you know, if he said it takes a couple minutes, I'll send you a couple bucks to go have a beer on us, and then this way, you know, something pretty simple. But like I said, anything goes wrong, we blame Jacob. He'll be the fall guy for the project. I'll find some examples though. Yeah, I have the file. I had the hand file. It's I bought it from that TG Trader site. It's a STL file. So I'll just send you the file. And then you can just go and make the bursts. And we'll be done. And like I said, my friend can print it out. Yeah, he'll just have to print it a little bit bigger than this. So he'll probably have to print out like 3 or 4 sizes for me. Yeah, Jacob, I'll send Jimmy by the Boots and Joey Bag of Donuts after you. send over the Jersey guys. Yeah, so what I'll do is I could put this piece like on top of the skull there, and we could put this piece over here on this skull or like in between there. And it looks like she just kind of got done bursting them down. Yeah, we're not going that route, Hulk smash. We pretty much brainstormed it. So she's got the axe in this hand here. This hand's gonna have the power burst, and then the lasso is gonna be over here. So it's gonna look like she just burnt down some skulls. She's got her axe. Her hand is glowing with a power burst, and the lasso is on her hip. I think that's where we're going with this one. Everybody, at first I was gonna have the lasso in this hand connected to this hand, but everybody wants to go with the power burst ring, so we're gonna try to go that route. Like I said, I don't mind taking the extra steps, but sometimes, like I say, we gotta go with the cost. Like the labor's fine. I don't mind doing extra stuff, but sometimes this stuff gets very expensive. You know, the statue itself was expensive, and then they add more to it, and you add more to it. It gets risky for something just to do on the side. I mean, if you're gonna make like this character and you're gonna produce like 3,000 of them, then yeah, you go crazy with the power burst, and you can do some crazy stuff with the, you know, the design of the power of the ring and all kinds of stuff. But it's a one of a kind, so try to limit it a bit. If you guys if you're with me on that. Yeah, Jacob sent me a picture of a Green Lantern, so I'll send you this picture too, Iceman. And you can take liberties with it. Yeah, belt looks pretty good. I'm gonna sand down the belt. I did a little bit thicker belt just so I could sand it down and really clean it up. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna add a little bit of a clasp over here. And I'm gonna just put rope there instead of like hard, you know, metal lasso. We'll just put some rope there. This way it won't scratch up the item. And then we added this on the back of her too, so it's kind of the back of her. So we just got the flaps to go, the hand now, the other hand with the axe, and then we got it's going pretty good. We're getting there. We are getting there. Hey, Digital Man, thank you, appreciate it. She's coming along pretty well. Yeah, so like I wanna order the mold because I need resin anyway, so I might as well order the trial kit. I'll make a copy of this. I have her original box that she came with, but the original box she was actually split at the waist. So probably what I'll do is I'll recut the foam for her body, and I'll fit her in there some other way. But I have a lot of foam wrap. Like, damn it, I can't touch the damn camera. I have rolls of foam wrap. Like, I have a huge roll of this. So usually what I'll do is I'll cut the foam box, and I give her a coating. I give her like a foam wrap, and then I bubble wrap around her, and I'll put her in the box. So she should fit fine. The base is going to be smaller. It's not going to be as heavy as this base. We don't have to worry about the lasso connecting to it now. I can separate the hands easier. Yeah, I have a foam cutter too. I bought it a few years ago, but it's on its last leg, so I'm going to pick up one of those new kits off of eBay that cut up foam. It's pretty easy if you just sit there and you really cut up the foam, and even if the foam is like too big for the body, if you wrap it in bubble wrap and you still clap the foam together, it'll be fine. But anytime I do a statue and I tweak areas and it won't go back into the foam, I use the heat cutter and I cut out the spots so that it goes into the item. But I still always wrap it up with foam anyway, because my factory paints are strong because they got lead in them, but the acrylics don't usually have you know, the lead, so you want to make sure you wrap it up pretty well. But I think we got the game plan going. So the hand, yeah. So as far as the hand goes, I still got to get the other items printed up for that original character I'm working on, and also Giganta. So my friend's gonna be printing up a lot of shit for me. But Sunday, Iceman, I'll send you over the file. I'll send you some reference, because I got to find some reference pictures. And then if you can, whenever you get a chance to it, let me know. Should be fairly simple. And then we should be pretty good. And I think once her Shin Guards are set up on her too, she'll be coming together pretty well. Hey Raccoon. Yeah, the zombie flesh will look pretty sweet on her, especially when we do the white out eyes and the like bluish lips. I think it should look cool. We got a game plan. We definitely got a good game plan now. Yes, Jacob. She is going to be modded skin tone. Modding, which is basically you just keep doing squiggly lines. You do like we're going to paint her skin in a off-white, not white, off-white, which is kind of like a beige. And then I'm going to do squiggly lines of blue, squiggly lines of red, squiggly lines of shading gray, squiggly lines of green, squiggly lines of, you know, just keep doing squiggly lines. And we're going to create a pattern on her. And she's going to look zombie-like. It's going to look zombie-like without making her look bloody zombie-like dead. She'll look sort of dead, but not dead. I'm not going to go crazy with the modding like some of those guys do with the zombies with like the bleeding and blood. It should look pretty cool. And then depending on how it is, I might tone it down a bit too. You know, 'cause she is kind of like that white skin. So I'll figure it out. Well, it'll be fun. It's going to be blended. It's kind of hard to explain. You're gonna have to just sit down and watch it, and it's gonna be a tedious process, but it should look pretty good. It'll come together. It'll she's got a lot of skin showing, so, and then her eyes are going to be whited out, and she'll have some heavy eyeshadow with black, you know, will kind of make it pop a little bit more, and it should work. I got the plan. Oh yeah, she's definitely going to be streaming. We're going to, I think for the next month or two, we're going to be streaming just painting up her, finishing her up and Giganta. So we're going to be doing a lot of paint up streaming on this. Because I have to also prep her for the chrome work. So the chrome work is going to be a little bit tedious too. So it's going to be a little bit tricky. We'll get to it though. I'll probably have to do a Patreon video on how I prep up the chrome work. Because that's something I have to do in steps. And I'll never get it done in one day. It's always easier to do prep the chrome work first. And then chrome it. Than to try to do it all in one shot. So, we'll get to that. A lot to do. A lot of streaming. But I think that's where we're gonna cut the stream. I'm actually happy you guys gave me a lot of feedback on it. I think it's gonna turn out pretty cool. I think it should be a fun change up from what we originally had. So we'll see how long it takes to get all these parts together. So if anything, we'll do some side projects if things get hung up. But I think we're still gonna be working on her for a bit. So we'll try to get Iceman the hand on Sunday. Whenever he gets to it, I'll mail it off to my friend in Canada. We'll get those printed out. And then we'll just keep plugging away on her waistline and the Shin Guards. And then hopefully we'll have it ready for print. But you guys have a good weekend. Had a good stream. Thanks for all the feedback. And then hopefully we'll see you next week. Alright guys? So have a good weekend.